How's it going, everybody? So tonight's my son's memorial for his mom's um, support group in the religious realm, which is their church. I can't partake in two services. That's just too much for me mentally, emotionally, and that's more for her. That's her church. That's her life is in her church. Like she would tell you that her life is in Jesus, and that in her mind the proper Jesus is taught in that church, and that's where she gets her support, her self-help. So it drives her through the year. um her family, and those are now her friends, along with her old friends, of course. But it's that's to describe it as a self-help group, absolutely. And they all help each other in times of need. Let me turn up the volume a little bit. I don't. Uh, the Holy Spirit is the Spirit of truth. The Holy Spirit is the comforter. I find comfort in the truth. My truth is different than theirs. That's okay. If they were Muslim, I was Hindu. It's just different. If I was a church person and they were Buddhist, it's just different. What are you going to do? Religion is religion. That's why there's no preacher going to be at mine or ours. I told her, or asked her, I said, let me just pay. I have life insurance on Telly. I'll pay for everything at Kersey. So that's ours. That's mine, hers, her husband's, her son's, my son's brother, my grandson. That's all of us at Kersey's. That's where my son's remains are going, or they're at now. Obviously, that's where I saw my son the other day and touched him and so forth, like I told you. Um, his remains are not going to be at the church service. Again, that's just their religion reaching out to help her and her husband, you know, and her son Daryl, her husband Scott. So I won't be attending. Um, you can say for religious reasons. You can just say for my son's remains are not there. It's just a religious ceremony, and it's a religion I don't belong to. So there's really no reason for me to be there. If they were to know what's in my mind and in my thoughts, they wouldn't want me there. Because I'm a little cynical when it comes to man-made religion. So they don't want me there. Even if they said, I'm welcome there. Trust me, if they knew it was in my head, they wouldn't want me there. So that's just for her, them. I'm not needed. Um, so I just felt the need to explain it. If people went to it and be like, well, why isn't his dad here? Well, you don't belong to the church or whatever. Well, what does that matter? Well, I'm explaining why it matters to me. And, you know, what else? Um, got up at 3 o'clock today. It's 5:09. Somebody told me that my son was in their dream. He has not been in any dream of mine, and I'm thankful for that. But if the Lord were to make that happen, that's the Lord's doing. But I'm just obviously better and better each day. No caffeine for me today, so I might sound a little flat. Today's my short shoot where you get up late on Sunday and then get to bed for Monday. Going back to work tomorrow, ready to get back in that routine. See my adult students. I know they're going to be heartbroken, and then we just kind of get on with life. Still asking the Lord to keep me healthy um, through Saturday. Then I'm off for 2 weeks. And if He wants to like put me down after that with a nice detox, which is all a cold or flu is. I don't believe you catch it from somebody. We were told in 2020 by many doctors that that's not real. Though the 2020 illness, there was something different about that. But if somebody in your family does get a cold or flu, um, and then somebody else gets it, that could be very mental. Because why does mom never get sick when the rest of the family's sick? Because she tells herself, I can't get sick. Same germs, so called germs. Brad Pitt told you in 12 Monkeys, germs are fake. They told you the truth in plain sight. That's how they do what they do. Um, no conspiracy anymore on my Facebook or any conspiracy theory videos yet. I'm doing a video now, my daily check-in with y'all, and their conspiracy went right into it. So I'll stop that. Um, but yeah, I'm not going to be making any more. I don't feel comfortable anymore. Um, it's kind of like the platform changed, and now I'm just waiting. I don't need to tell y'all my thoughts about what's coming. I don't know if what happened to my son is like the final ball to drop a big signal. Certainly hope not. On my YouTube channels, I will explain some things or show you some things that are just mind blowing. But I'm very I'm going to head to Whole Foods, and when I'm off for 2 weeks for the winter vacation as a school teacher, I'm going to get this place in order. There's just nothing but boxes and cardboard. I'm going to rent a U-Haul and get all the trash thrown out. And a good friend, one of Tully's friends, what a coincidence, because that's the person I asked, and I was about to tell him, nope, I'm getting a U-Haul. Um, one of Tully's, one of Tully's friends, she's going to come by and really get this place in order with me. She's like, I want to help you. So I think it'll help her a lot. It's what she does for a living. And I'll welcome it, to have somebody else here to really help me put stuff away. People are like, hey, you need a woman's touch. You should have had one of those green walls you got. Well, too late. And it's what I picked out. I really wanted a more lighter lime green, but that bright, bold green, you know what? That's just going to work. I'm all about it. The light blue is all over the place, also in other rooms. And the silver is all over the place. Furniture is brown, walls are green, brown and green go well together. It's just bold, that's all. And I like bold. Fits me personality, doesn't it? But a lot of friends reaching out, a lot of friends, a lot of Tully's good, close friends are going to be there and or speak, along with his stepdad, along with myself. Since I'm changing my Facebook, I am reaching out to people concerning Facebook, maybe people that would give me a hard time, and I would just like, man, I'm really bothering these people with my post, and I would just remove them from my Facebook because I could tell I was stressing them out because they kept coming up saying the same stuff over and over, you know, about Mr. Big or whatever. And it's like they couldn't get to where I was. They couldn't wrap their head around where I was at. They were just like, you know, they don't really understand what's on the news. They don't see anything at a deeper level like I would tell you that maybe I can see. That's okay. Uh, I could be totally wrong, right? So, but now that that's no longer going to be on my Facebook, reaching back out to some of those people who are my son's friends, and hoping they'll be there at his memorial. And if they even want to speak, they can do that too. Anybody that wants to speak, because it'll help them, and it'll help my grandson. It's certainly not for me. I've already spoken to everybody. I've spoken to everybody. Quite frankly, I've had my memorial. It's been with you in Messenger, texting, cell phone conversations. I've already touched his body, kissed his arm, kissed his forehead with the body bag over it. I've dotted all the I's and I've crossed all the T's. The only thing I haven't done is gotten with everybody in that group setting. The biggest fear they say people have is public speaking and or losing a child. And so I'll be combining both all at one time. And so these videos that I'm doing each day, I think are helping me get to where when that point does come, that I will be way better than if I just sat here void of social media or videos and just hit it all at once. So like I said the other day, these are kind of like dress rehearsals or undressed rehearsals. And so y'all can hear my voice. I can speak to y'all. So it's like practice. And I'm excited to see everybody. And it's like in a way, I never want it to end, because it's kind of like once that memorial's over, it's done and everything kind of stops. But it's also, of course, going to be good, because then you just start moving on. It's what you do. And that's what the Holy Spirit gives you the power to do. This is all I really, the term that's popular now is lean into. And I really just go in that direction of, this was your will. We're all actors living in your play, Lord. This is you're the writer, director, producer. You've ordained everything. You even starred as yourself in cameo appearances as God the Father in the Old Testament, reacting, even though we knew you ordained everything they would do and that you would do before the earth was even made. So you were even an actor on your own stage and in a cameo appearance as Jesus and God of the Old Testament. My son's role in your movie was to die on December 10th. And for me and his mom and friends and family to deal with it. So, and everything, give thanks, for this is the will of the Lord concerning you. And so, after the memorial, it's shut up and deal with it. Shut up and deal. That's what it is. And get on with it. And stay and hope that your role in God's movie is that of a sheep. I'm in hope of that. So I'm going to keep playing that role, void of conspiracy or heavy religious doctrine on my Facebook moving forward. I'm just going to be putting out my Bible studies and maybe some simple reads, but never anything piercing. I'm not going to mess with people anymore, because there's posts that I've put up, not personally to a person, but where people would read it and go, oh, no, I don't need to do that anymore. This platform has been too supportive for my son, for me in my son's loss. So, and I know my son, he respected what I was doing, but he was never comfortable with it because it wasn't him. He didn't understand it. He understood it and he didn't understand it. And he would defend me to people, that's just my dad. And He's able to do stuff we can't understand and I can't understand, but that's my dad. And so I know my parents would have never have liked it. And so just to be fair moving for not fair, but just in memory of my son, and thanks to everybody that's reached out. This platform of Facebook is not going to be what it has been. I'm just in, we'll keep it where it is now, full of just love and understanding and support. And whatever's coming upon this earth is coming. You don't need me to tell you about it. Right? Uh, if you've been here long enough, you already know my thoughts. And so we just wait for that, but no more. And maybe subconsciously all my posting was for my son and those I love, and now it's just no longer needed. He's gone. And so I can just have any of those conversations with you one-on-one if that's what you wanted, if that's what you were called to do. All right, but this is Sunday. It's 5:22 p.m. I'm doing fantastic, all things considered, per the will of the Lord, giving me strength. All right, at least up till now, His will be done. All right, love y'all.